Hello students, welcome back to next episode of Mastery in Commerce. After finishing the notes of chapter 2 in the previous video, today I am going to start with the notes of chapter 3 of Statistics of grade 11 as per CBSE syllabus. Now as the name tells us, organization of data. We have seen in the previous videos that what the data is and why the data is required in stats. We know stats is the related to economics. What the commerce students are doing, they are learning stats with reference to economics. Now, whenever data is given to you, if it is not organized properly for the purpose of collecting it, then it goes waste. So, it is very important to understand certain criteria or certain terms before organizing the data. So, let's go. Now, understand what is the meaning of classification of data. Classification is the technique of categorizing data into groups that share common characteristics or features. It involves sorting data into homogeneous classes or groups based on their similarities. Data in its raw form is often difficult to comprehend and unsuitable for analysis and interpretation. The organization of data into categories aids in its comparison and analysis. So, if in exam you get an MCQ or any question based on that, why is the organizing or classification of data important? We know that the data which we get, it is always in raw form, so arranging it in proper headings, or we can say, or the categories, makes it more useful, otherwise it goes waste, right? So classification is very important because it helps to categorize the data and helps it to be useful for the person who is collecting it. Now, in short, I have written only the headings, but yes, if in exam you get this question, what are the objectives of classification? Why do we classify? So first is it helps in simplification and briefness. The data lying roughly somewhere or the raw data which is given to you, if it is not organized or not classified, it will not solve the purpose. So first it helps when we classify it or we organize it properly, it becomes simple and brief to understand, and we it becomes useful for us, so it gives its utility. Distinctiveness means we are able to understand that how this data is different from the other data. Maybe I have collected two datas, right? I have collected the data of students up to grade 12, or the children up to uh, age of 12 who are going to school. Now, if they are not going, then I will write not going. And if they are going, then I will write down the name of the school in which they are studying. So, this is one purpose of finding out till the age of grade 12 how many children are going to school and in which school, right? Now, if I am trying to collect the data of the people who are of 60 years of age in my locality, so I am keeping a category with me, I am distinguishing one data with the other. So my purpose may be different of collecting the data. When I classify or organize it, it becomes easy for me to understand. Then scientific arrangement. Scientific arrangement means it makes it properly arranged. And arrangement always helps us to understand the things. A simple thing in a classroom, if the benches are not properly arranged and all the benches are haphazard, it becomes difficult for us to teach in class, right? To see or say that yes, the class is organized. So it is very important the proper arrangement should be there. Attractive and effective, it becomes attractive, right? If the data is properly organized and classified, it becomes attractive for the viewer, and effective also, we understand its importance. Now this is very important characteristics of good classification. If you are doing classification, then what should be the characteristics of it? First, it should be comprehensive, it should be clear, there should be clarity. Then homogeneity means whatever data you are collecting, it should be related to that particular field for which the data is collected. It should not be that somewhere something is written which is not clear. Suitability, it should be suitable according to our need. Stability, it should be stable. It should not happen either you make the data in ascending order or descending order, or from lower to higher or from higher to lower. Make it a stable, organized one. It should be elastic. Elastic means the data should be written in such a way that the person who is using it is able to use it as per his need or requirement. Now, one important term which you will be seeing again and again, that is raw data. What is raw data? It is unstructured and requires processing and organization before it can be used effectively to derive meaningful insights. This I have given you just for the information, or if in exam it is given, define the following. So you will be able to answer that question, meaning of raw data. Now, when we are classifying the data, there are different ways in which the data is classified. First is chronological classification. It is a method of categorizing data based on time, where the data is arranged either in ascending or descending order with respect to a particular frame, such as years, quarters, months, or weeks. This type of classification is also referred to as a temporal classification. So the other name of chronological classification, please learn it. They may ask you in exam what is the meaning of temporal classification, and you may think that we don't know it. So learning the other name is also very important. So whenever data is classified based on any time or any year or any month or any week, then it is called as chronological classification. Now, this is the other type of classification, these two which are very common. One is geographical classification and qualitative classification. Geographical classification refers to the classification of data based on geographical locations such as countries, states, cities. It is also known as spatial classification. Please learn the other name. Qualitative classification is that provides descriptive information about the quality of something or someone. For example, skin color, eye color, hair texture. It gives qualitative information about a person. So geographical classification is based on geographical location, as the name tells us, whether it is a, we are studying about some countries, we are studying about some states, as we are studying about Asian countries, suppose. So I'll make a list of all the Asian countries. Suppose I am studying about the northern states. So I will be writing down the name of all the northern states over there. So this is the geographical classification. Now qualitative classification is which tells us about the quality of something. Example, skin color, eye color, etc. They define about the quality of a data. Now we have certain other important terms which are used again and again when you will be doing the numerical questions as well as theory. One of them is condition series. So this is the series of data which is according to the different conditions, and those conditions may be height, weight, age, etc. According to that series you have to solve the questions. Next is the attributes. Attributes are the characteristics. The other word for attribute is characteristics. So attributes refer to additional information about the characteristics of each spatial data in the survey. For instance, in a population survey, attributes of the individual may be their name, age, height, etc. Now, class limit, the numerical figures used to specify the lower and upper limit of a class interval are called class limit. Like in stats in grade 10, you had done about the class interval. The class interval is the next term written. So limit is, suppose 0 to 10 is given to you. So 0 and 10 is the limit. Class interval is what? 0 to 10. So if they ask you to find out the intermediate value of the class limit, then it will be 5. So class interval is, you are going to get many numericals which will have the class intervals, which you will be doing later. Now we have two types of variables. Variables we had done earlier only. Variables are the data series which have different values. So they are continuous as well as discrete variables. Continuous variables are which may be in the decimal or fraction. They are numerical values in the fractional form, or they may be in the decimal form like 0.5, 0.45. Like you are calculating weight of someone, so weight can be 64.5, it may be 53.5. Time can also be in minutes and seconds. Distance can also have kilometer, meter in different way. But discrete variable is which has a whole number which is not in decimal or fraction. Like if you are calculating the number of students in a class, you will never write 14.5 because there is never a half student sitting in the class. So these values never come in decimal, they always are the whole numbers, right? So this is the difference between continuous and discrete variable. Now here we end this video. I hope you understood why classification and organization of data is important. We will meet again in the next video with the next chapter, so that I want stats numericals to start as soon as possible, so that you are able to prepare for your exams. Very soon you people will be having your final exams also. So if you like this video, you understood everything, please like, share, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends also so that they understand the concept. And also the notes which I am giving you, they are very helpful for writing. We'll meet again in the next video. Bye.